Hi, and welcome to the Marvel Rivals Review, the only Marvel Rivals podcast where your host will say fuck. Now, I'm joined by my co-host, The Heaterwork.
Hello.
Advanced Helsing Gaming.
My God, he literally just came out the gate swinging. Holy hell.
So, how
We
you
don't
guys
got nothing
been?
to lose, people.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing to lose. We're on the end. What's up? So, what's up, guys? How you been?
Been good. I mean, for the most part, it was working, playing a lot less Marvel Rivals, but I did pick up when the season started, so it's looking nice.
Yeah. What about you, Vance?
So as you guys know, I just got back from vacation last week. We went down to Florida. That was fun. But since I have been back, it has been an absolutely fucking nightmare.
Oh man.
So got back and was driving my car, and my instrument cluster, like where my dash is, the lights started flickering in and out. And like my ABS system was freaking out, and I'm like, what is happening? So I drive my car for another day, and it does it like way worse this time. I'm like, something is going on. So I checked the voltage because, I'm an electrician. I know how to look at a battery. And, it's getting like 12 volts. I'm like, okay, so it's a bad battery.
Yep, that's definitely a battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
It's battery.
That's a battery right
battery.
On the other side.
So I take it to AutoZone, right? And they do the free checks or whatever of your alternator, battery, and all that. And I'm like, hey, can you guys check this battery? I'm pretty sure it's bad, and it's only like a year old. And he's like, have you checked the alternator? I'm like, no, it's the battery. I just want you to verify the battery's bad. He said, oh, okay. Checks it. Yep, dead battery. Cool. So they go to replace it, and I show him the email receipt that I have for buying it, and the guy that's at the counter is like, we don't have you in the system as buying this battery.
You stole a battery?
Apparently. But I'm like, I bought it from this store. Like, on Labor Day weekend, I bought it here. And he's like, it's not in our system. I'm like, the battery's, I got a 3-year warranty on it. He's like, yeah. I'm like, so am I getting a new battery? He's like, oh, yeah, you're fine. But, it's not in our system. I'm like, so what does that have to do with anything?
Why are you telling me this thing?
Not in the system, bro.
Important to the plot? Or...
Yeah, right. So get the battery swapped or whatever, and that's all fine. So then I come home, and as I'm standing in my kitchen, I hear some type of noise. It sounds like electrical current buzzing, like something shorting out, or there's water.
There's no way there's no way this is also the car battery.
No, this is not the car battery. This is something else entirely.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell is this noise? And it's driving me nuts. Like, at one point, I just stood in the kitchen, like, what is this noise? And Jenny's like, I don't hear anything. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just going insane.
It's the tinnitus.
Yeah.
Tinnitus.
So we're outside in the backyard doing something with the hose, and I hear I shut the spigot off, and I still hear water running. I'm like, is there something going on with the piping inside? What the hell's going on? So I'm like, whatever, I'll deal with it tomorrow. Because this is like 30 minutes before I was supposed to record with post for my scope. And I was like, I'll just deal with it later. Because I still had to go shower and everything. And I go back inside and I hear the water running. I'm like, oh no. And I open up underneath my kitchen sink. The hose or the valve that connects my cold water to my sink had just completely come off the pipe. And water was just spraying all over inside the bottom of the cabinet. Not to mention there was also a dead mouse in a mouse trap that had been soaking in that water.
I thought you were going to say it drowned.
It might have. If the trap didn't get it, it was drowning because it was so decomposed and soaked through. Like, I'm pretty sure all of its organs liquefied and just went with the water.
Gross, dude. I'm going to eat after this.
You going to eat Chinese food? I mean, rats and cats and dogs?
Whoa!
No.
What?
I would eat a dog. I'm
just
saying,
like, over that. Hold on.
If I would never go somewhere in the state. But let's say if I were in another country and dog was on the menu, I'd taste.
Yeah, I'd try a dog.
For sure.
I don't know if I could,
sure.
honestly.
Cows are intelligent too. No one even cares.
Well, Yeah, I guess you're right.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's been my week since I got back from vacation. But vacation was great. Spent a lot of time at the beach. My father-in-law figured out that he doesn't like me, which, whatever.
Now we could have told him that. Are you that?
Yeah.
Fuck. We
No
barely like you, and we hang out all the time.
That's fair.
Man, why is Vance's life always the most dramatic going on? Like,
Yeah, man, what's going on?
just
man?
me, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you.
He's
But
always-
today, oh my God, like it was
Okay.
the Hail Mary of great
We'll
days.
talk about Marvel Rivals soon, guys.
Yeah,
yeah.
Look, you got to get through like the first 20 minutes of us just. It's not even been 5 minutes. All right, just calm down. So we go to Menards today. We buy a pressure washer.
Vance can't afford therapy. This is where he gets it.
Yeah, this is the only time I get to talk to other adults. This is my vent
Well, I
time.
think about killing myself every day, guys.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
So,
I
anyways,
love myself.
anyways, so we go and buy this pressure washer, and it's a great thing. And we go to Kroger's right afterwards, and spend under budget on groceries and shit, which that's always a plus considering we had no
Yeah.
food. So then we go put stuff in the car. So actually, first, when we left Menards and went to Kroger, I got like a parking spot in the first like 2 rows, like right next to the door. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
Yep.
win.
So I pulled right in there, got all our groceries, spent under budget, come back out to leave. The car that was parked in front of us had gone, and I was able to just pull straight through. I didn't have to try and back out into trying to get out of the parking spot. I was like, this is great. Went
Someone's
to go
looking out for you.
get gas afterwards, filled up Jenny's car, and the end price was $23.69. I was like, it's perfect.
Hey, you did it.
It's been a decent day so far, and then we spent the last 2.5 hours playing with the pressure washer in the backyard.
Is that what makes a day decent? Is that you don't have
In
to
my
back up your
life,
car?
going
yes.
Like
to
you're
the
like,
store.
hell yeah, a W, a W.
Look,
anywhere we can get.
yeah, I'll take the dubs anywhere I can get them. You know what? If you can relate to being, a middle-aged married man, that's
Fucking not middle aged, dude. You're fucking 31 years old.
if you can
Oh,
feel the
Getting there.
the solo
Getting there.
dubs,
It's-
drop
it's
a like.
creeping.
yeah.
All right, let's talk about Marvel Rivals now. Let's talk
Well,
about
oh
the
yeah,
one.
yeah. Fuck me and my last couple weeks.
All right, how's your last couple
Yeah.
weeks?
Dude,
been?
I went to New Orleans. It's hot as fuck out there. You guys live in a swamp, but like, I guess it's kind of cool. I'm just saying though, every shop down Bourbon Street sells pizza and alcoholic slushies. It's just like every single one, man. It's just
That's like always what I've imagined it to be.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
and
it
girls
is.
just walking around with their tits out trying to get Mardi Gras beads.
There's
no, I
beads
don't think
for some
that. I
reason
didn't see none of
on a
that.
regular day, even though it's not Mardi Gras.
All right. The first thing I want to talk about is some comments that we got. All right.
Woo! Comments.
Let's read some comments from Vinny. After playing with the Chrono Shield tokens, I think people are just overreacting. It really didn't make that much of a difference. I barely made it to gold gold 1 from gold 2. I've had games where we rolled the other team or close games where it was 50-50 who would win, but more often than not, I had games that were problem players, people leaving for one reason or another, or teams just not switching to fight certain team comps. These tokens messing with rank is an overestimation in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
Fair.
Tahiter, you weren't there last week to talk about this.
I was at a graduation.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Chrono tokens?
I mean,
Shield tokens.
I don't even notice them really because I don't really use them super often, I guess. Or I
Because
still
I only
notice.
win.
We only
I
take the
feel like-
dubs.
Yeah.
Just lately, I've been taking more W's than L's. I think. Don't check my actual thing.
He's a liar.
But no, I mean they're okay, but I don't really feel coming from
I think-
Overwatch. Like I don't.
I
I'm
will
just
give
used
it to
getting
some
kicked in
people-
the mud and dealing with it.
Yeah, I still hate the system, and I hate that it means like inflation. Maybe we overreacted a little bit last week. But okay.
I don't think we overreacted. I think it's just that bad of a system. But
or Micah, I don't know how you say that. While I agree that the shield token are not good, I personally don't mind them, though it comes from BS matchmaking and comp. I'm silver, last slow gold, and I have to fight through platinums, diamonds, and grandmasters. 1 to 3 fucking divisions above my skill level on nearly every match. As I understand ranked mode, you should get placed with people of similar skill, not happening. Yeah, that's because everybody starts in bronze. It really needs a rank system. I agree. Micah, Mika.
Yeah. Placement needs to be a thing.
Come on, Marvel Rivals.
And Dallywag. In the double standards debates, I still haven't heard anyone talk about how at the start of season 2, they tweaked a bunch of the male models to have more junk in the trunk. Wasn't even aware.
I didn't even know that. But what a dub.
W. True. Yeah, what a dub.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay.
I'm pulling up Venom right now, actually.
I want some before and after pics. That's what I want. I want the proof. The proof's in the pudding. You know what they say? So,
I guess in this case, the cake.
How have you guys felt about season 2.5 so far?
I love Ultron.
Exterminate.
Yeah. It's been Jeff feels good. I was surprised. Like, I thought I was gonna hate it, but I like it a lot. It gives a little more to his kid, a little more thinking, a little more cycling yourself a little bit. Yeah. It's not just brain dead.
You can't be the immortal prick in the back line, just be a better flanker than anybody else in the game. Yeah.
I haven't played because, again, after coming back from vacation, trying to reestablish life, so I haven't played yet.
Top tier Marvel Rivals podcast host right there.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm here is for the player opinion of this game.
Yeah, so Florida Man was supposed to be here today, but he's sick. And I meant to talk about this earlier, but I think he's a bad doctor if he got sick. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's against the thing. So I'm calling him out here live that good doctors don't get sick. Just saying.
Yeah, fucking rolled, actually.
Fucking rolled, Florida Man.
Got beat by his own, he got beat by his enemy. His sworn enemy, and he lost to him.
Lost the battle. Okay. All right. So let's talk Ultron. Did everybody going into this season was like, Ultron looks weak as fuck, Ultron shit, blah, 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 blah. What do you guys think about Ultron? Vance, you don't have an opinion.
Yeah,
you're right.
But I don't think he's busted. I think he's actually in a pretty good spot. I think he needs maybe a little tweaking to the ultimate for more damage, because that's what I want to do, but the healing is just ridiculous with it. That's really what you should use it for, but I think he's pretty balanced right now. I don't think the long range thing is even super crazy, like the infinite range. It's
well, you have to land that last little bit of the thing to even do real damage, right?
Yeah.
I think. All right, Vance, what do you think about Ultron?
He's a robot. He looks pretty sick.
Robot.
From the gameplay trailer or whatever that I saw, it looks like he's meant to be more of an offensive healer, with some actual healing sprinkled in. He's a fake DPS / fake healer.
He's a Lari.
Yes. Oh my god, he's a Lari.
He's more like Zenyatta.
That's true.
Yeah, he is more like Zenyatta.
Mixed with, I don't know. I like Ultron a lot. I've been playing him a lot, and I'm catching dubs all the time on Ultron. I don't know what people were saying when they're like, this guy's gonna be weak. Maybe if y'all were good, I don't know, but
you got some game sense.
I've been playing. I climbed today, just one tricking Ultron from Plat 3 to Diamond 2.
Damn.
And I didn't play comp last season at all. And yes, those players are not good, sure. But I've been big bullying, and I'm like, his healing might be a little bit low, but he's got massive carry retention because he gets his ult, because they buffed his ult rate charge. Yeah, he gets ult so fast, dude. You can just win. If you just get ult before everybody else. That's what I'm. Yeah. It's not a great ult. It's not like a Luna ult where you get 12 seconds of immortality or anything like that, but it's not bad.
It's not a freaking area effect healing ult.
Dude, I love that about it.
Yes, holy crap, more of
I
that.
am so excited that this support doesn't have just like a Q button where it's like, haha, no one else is allowed to play the game. Like, you're gonna actually die during your Q. You know, you don't give your whole team immortality. You have to fucking aim it. It's nice to see those kind of alts. We need to not put any more giant circle AoE healing alts in the game.
Yeah, please, no more.
I agree.
All right. Also, maybe I'm just the GOAT because I get like MVP on Ultron every day. And is that because I'm good? Is that because Ultron just farms stats? I don't know. It's probably because I'm good. I don't know.
It's not because you're good.
We'll just let you.
It's probably because I'm the best.
And you're abusing it like you did with Mr. Fantastic.
Abuse? No, this is the weakest support in the game, right? He's useless outside of triple support. Dude, I'm just saying. Maybe I'm just the GOAT. All right.
Maybe.
All right. So let's talk about the patch notes like a week late. We're like the latest people talking about it, but we also have the benefit of some experience. And, you know, because we are always right, you know, it's going to be great. So.
I thought we were left.
No. In the
middle.
Personal freedom should be stripped, and we should all put under the thumb.
Moving on.
No. Okay. All right. Captain America. So going into season 2.5, they adjusted his base health from 600 to 575, and they increased the delay of his shield recovery. So his shield starts regaining value from 2 seconds to 4 seconds, right? So that like he can still pull up his shield as fast, but it doesn't start getting his health back until 4 seconds now. And they increased his ult charge from 2,800 to 3,100. Massive changes to Captain America. Probably good ones, because Captain America was oppressive last season. Half season. So, and if you guys think different, it's all right to be wrong. Doctor Strange.
Is it just me? Hang on. Is it just me, or is Conrad just on one today? Like, he just wants to fight everyone.
I'll fight fucking anybody. I'll fight anybody in the streets right now. Doesn't matter. All right, Steven.
He's off his meds.
I am. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I was joking.
Woo! I'm gonna have a panic attack. All right, Doctor Strange. Steven will receive a slight boost in the damage of his standard abilities. Adjust the damage fall off of Daggers of the Knock starting at 10 meters and reducing to 62.5% at 20 meters to starting at 10 meters and reducing to 80% at 20 meters. So he does more damage at range. Massive. Remove the range damage fall off of Maelstrom of Madness. I've been seeing a lot of Doctor Strange lately.
Yeah.
In the last couple days.
Sounds like he's back in the poke meta.
He's here.
He's here. He's winning, dude. He's winning
Lord
games.
Icon's gonna look a little more scarier again.
You have a Lord Doctor. You would have a Lord Icon Doctor Strange.
Season 1 Lord Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Are you serious? The real ones, not this. This other stuff people got going on. When he was scary.
All right. Emma Frost. The White Queen's range is increasing, but her defenses and diamond form damage are taking a hit. You may win some, you lose some, darlings. 1, only my mom can call me that. And 2, they're going to increase the range of telepathic pulse from 15.5 to 18 meters. That's our primary fire. It goes a little bit further. They are decreasing the shield value of Mind's Aegis, which is our shield, from 500 to 400. Right?
Okay.
Increase the cooldown of Carbon Crush from 5 seconds to 6 seconds. That's her choke slam while she's in diamond form. And they're decreasing the hit damage of Crystal Cake from 50 to 40 and decreasing the extra damage dealt when propelling the enemies into a wall from 100 to 90.
No.
That's not giant.
Yeah, no, it's like she's still good, but like she isn't. I don't think she's the de facto best right now. Like
so does that mean she can't get 2 choke slams off in one diamond form?
That means
now?
you have to be it's hard to get 2 choke slams off diamond form because diamond form lasts what 12 seconds.
Yeah.
So I guess if you I think you can only get 1 with a 6-second cooldown unless you get it like picture perfect at the like
frame perfect. I think is the
frame perfect.
term.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, well,
yeah. What are in frames? Pictures rolled. Okay.
What? What the fuck does that even mean?
Nice one. That was great. That was an excellent rebuttal.
Okay, Groot. He is still Groot, but with less damage and less frequent ironwood walls. Looks like the Flora Colossus needs some trimming. They're decreasing the damage of Vine Strike, which is its primary fire, from 70 to 65. Huge. and they're decreasing Iron Wall's cooldown from 8 to 12 seconds. That's a massive nerf right there. Because the Ironwood Wall is the one that lets him not die. Because it keeps giving him bonus health. All right.
Huge nerf.
Big fan of Groot nerfs. Like, maybe he won't get banned every time now, you know?
Yeah, he wasn't getting played because he's just
at all
too dominant.
Too good.
The Master of Magnetism will receive a slight boost to his standard damage abilities because he needed that. And he's really going to attract some wins now like he wasn't already. Increase the charging speed of rings from 4 seconds per stack to 3 seconds per stack. Like, I think this is bigger than people realize because that's like his kill combo, right? His kill combo is using that right click to do extra damage. And now he's just going to be able to ult charge even faster too with that. So more final blows, more ults. But fuck it, Magneto's fair.
I'm getting flashbacks to season 0 Magneto, where he's just complaining about the sword constantly.
Dude,
man,
the sword was bullshit, dude. Like, well, that was Beta Sword. Like,
or Beta Sword,
season 0. Yeah, Beta Sword was bullshit. Then season 0 Sword was bad, and then like season 1 Sword was it was like. By Odin's beard, Thor's abilities are getting a tweak, but his survivability is taking a minor hit. Adjust Hammer Throw's ability effect to a standard ability, so it no longer uses Thor Force and shares a universal cooldown. It now has a cooldown of 6 seconds, and he gains 1 Thor Force for each enemy that gets hit. It decreases, and they're decreasing the damage of the throw from 70 to 45, right? And the return damage from 30 to 20. And they're decreasing the shield value he gets when he consumes Thor Force from 100 ability to 75 an ability, and when he pops F from 200 to 150, F is his awakening rune. What do you guys think about the Thor changes?
I think Thor means are eaten. I think that's a good thing.
I don't know enough about Thor.
Good changes.
Yeah. I think this is a double. I think we have to see how it plays out. I'm a big fan of this because he does more damage now, right? Because he's just. They've reduced the amount of shields he's getting because he's going into awakening state that much more frequently, right? Now, the double-sided sword of awakening state is that you can't cancel it, right? So you have no mobility once you pop awakening state. So if you die, so you can't escape in awakening state. You're like committed to your location, right? So I think if you give Thor the ability to cancel out awakening states, he'd be fucking really strong right now. Any thoughts on that?
No, man. I think we're eating.
Yeah,
it's good.
Okay.
Gonna be awakened.
You're gonna awaken? Yeah. You get third eye, dude. All right, Hawkeye. Yep, they're buffing Hawkeye for whatever goddamn reason.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was a weird choice. I'm surprised, honestly.
Yeah, well, okay, so he is. They buffed. Okay, it's fair to say that they're buffing him here because he loses his team up or anchor. He loses his team up anchor buffs from the Black Widow because he loses his, right? That one's gone now. Black Widow has a different team up. But so they increase his base damage of his arrow from 32 to 40, and then they increase the projectile damage of Black Blast Arrow from 15 to 16, increase the spell field damage from 30 to 34. Those are compensating buffs for losing the anchor. Here's the one that I don't understand. Okay, what was that?
I was going to say, nobody cares about the blast explosion damage. That doesn't... That's not used to fight anything. Great. It's not to fight, it's to destroy terrain.
Close range.
Well, close range during ult, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. Increase the maximum focus, his maximum focus from 70 to 75, so now he can one shot like 300 HP characters, I think.
Woo.
Increase the charging speed when aiming at an enemy from 100 focus per second to 108 focus per second. And the charge fall-off speed from 30 per second to 32 per second. So it's like whatever, man. Now we can charge his focus even faster too.
Yeah.
But on the train of buffing things that don't need to be buffed, they're buffing Hela.
Why?
Well, they're not buffing Hela. They buffed the bitch. Like she's buffed.
Yeah.
I don't know, because God forbid there be a season where she's not one of the top DPS in the game, right?
They're kill and dive. That's all it is.
Yeah, they're just bringing poke back.
Like, all right,
poke and dive. Those are the two metas.
Mm-hmm. Increase the charge capacity of Night Sword Thorn. Say that 10 times fast. Fuck. Night Sword Thorn from 8 to 10. So she has more ammo.
Okay.
So, yay. The Human Torch. All right. Flame on, but with less damage and survivability. Sorry, Johnny. It looks like you're getting a little less heat. What they meant to say is like, sorry, Johnny. We're taking you out back behind the shed and you fucking down.
And shooting you in the goddamn head.
Because they reduced the damage of its primary fire from 7 per hit to 6 per hit. And remember, that's a shotgun, so those numbers are a lot added up over time. Increase the charge speed of Blazing Blast, which is his alternate fire, from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. So I think it's a lot harder now to get out a field of flame that's 5 points big, you know? I think 4 is all you can really ask for now. And they're decreasing the shield value gain from Flaming Meteor from 75 to 50, and that's like whatever. But they're increasing the cooldown of it, that's a stomp, from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. It's like, what? There's no point in playing the Human Torch anymore, man. Like, fuck. Like, yeah, like that ability is like get you so many kills. That now it's like if you're not aggressive, you can't be aggressive with it anymore, right? So now you're just throwing fire at people from afar because if you hit F to go in, you know, it's like yeah, okay.
Not a threat.
Oh, well,
Boo, rivals, boo! Why do you have to kill the fun ones? Okay, all right. Lin Lee is taking the Iron Fist is taking a bit of hit to both his damage and survivability. Lower the dragon's defense damage block bonus health conversion rate from 1.5 to 1.3, so he gets less health when he blocks things. Decrease the maximum bonus health converted from damage blocked from 200 to 175. So yep. Slightly decrease the dash distance of Ji Chung Quinn and the Z access direction when there is no target. That's his punch while his empowered punches, you know, the like rapid fire punches. So now he can't propel himself as, you know, like helicopter away with his fist, you know? Which was like, let's be real, some fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
all right.
That was crazy.
Reduce dragon defense cooldown reduction from Jeet Kune Do, and I'm probably butchering that, from 1.5 to 1 second. So yeah. So he gets less cooldown reduction now when he blocks it, or when he punches things too. So all over a win for people who were just being dominated by Iron Fist last season. I still think Iron Fist was the best, in my opinion, when his original release, where he didn't have this like max HP bullshit, and like he just like beat up on bad support players. Yeah. Iron Man is seeing a reduction in his repulsor blast damage and burst survivability. Time for a suit upgrade? Question mark. Why would you say that when you're nerfing him? We know it's not an upgrade.
It is actively a downgrade.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, yeah. All right. So Iron Man loses his Gamma Overdrive team up with the Hulk, right? But he becomes the anchor in the team up with Ultron. Right. All right. So they're gonna decrease the projectile damage of his third repulsor blast from 50 to 45 and decrease the spell fill damage from 60 to 55. And they're going to reduce armor overdrive maximum bonus health from 100 to 50. So the real nerf here is the 100 to 50 on the over health when he hits his E and he like goes into overdrive. Mm-hmm. The other damage nerfs are just compensating for the fact that he's an anchor now. And he's got like a 10% damage boost from that. So
that makes sense. That's fair.
Yep. Namor. The Submariner's defenses will be sinking a bit, but his Monstro spawns, I still feel bad about like Namor because he's using, if you think about it, Monstro spawns are children. And all his power comes from child soldiers. And there's no such thing as good child soldiers. I'm just saying. So Namor is an awful mutant / human being. All right. Time to flood the battlefield. Yeah. They're increasing the cooldown of Blessing of the Deep from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. That's his immortality button. So, like, thank God, honestly.
Yeah.
And they're expanding the Horn of Proteus. His ultimate ability is inner circle radius from 3 meters to 3.5 meters, and the outer circle radius from 8 meters to 9 meters. Decrease the outer circle radius hit damage from 200 to 180. So it's going to do more in the middle, less on the outside, but it's going to be a bigger ult overall. Adjust mantra spawn damage fall off starting at 20 meters, reducing to 30% at 40 meters, to starting at 20 meters and reducing to 50% at 40 meters. Okay, so
nerfing the
he's gonna do
at
more.
further range.
Yeah, his turrets. Yes, turrets have better range now. Whatever. Honestly, I mean, Namor's kind of lame character to play. Like, I personally like. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna insult a whole group of people.
Yeah,
Never
I
mind.
know. I saw where you were going.
Like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say it anyways. It's like I don't personally respect people as human beings when I see them insta-lock Namor at the beginning. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yeah, he said those words today during the game.
Yeah.
He really means that.
Yeah, this is the second time he said it, so you know it's true.
So, play Namor if you want, right? Just like, it's lame. Okay. Psylocke. People should be able to play what they want. I'm saying it. Psylocke. Psy will take a slight dip in her burst damage ability and her survivability. Okay, I'm glad. Decrease the retrieval damage of wing shurikens from 14 to 12 per hit. All right, the retrieval damage, so her shurikens, you know.
Yeah, her callback.
Decrease the invisibility duration of psychic stealth from 3 to 2 seconds. I'm all about it. Like, honestly, Psylocke is. I hate Psylocke.
That's a hefty nerf with that.
It is good because Psylocke is just like has been one of the better DPS in the game, like since the beginning of Marvel, since her inception, like since season 0, she's just been always playable, right?
Yeah.
Squirrel Girl is getting some love, better acorns, shorter cooldowns, and improved ability release feel. This is nuts. So she's getting a bigger mag from 10 to 12. And they're going to decrease the cooldown of Mammal Bond from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. I think that's the one where she resets all her abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to optimize the user experience of Squirrel Blockade, Tail Bounce, and Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Tsunami. So I think they just changed the UI or whatever on that to, I don't make it feel bad. I don't know. I don't know real PC words.
Player.
Yeah. I do occasionally when I'm just lolling around in quick play.
Yeah. She's definitely a quick play.
Yeah.
Quick play character.
I mean, I play almost exclusively flying characters right now, so I've never been once scared of a Squirrel Girl. Right? Dude, Star-Lord. Peter is having his ultimate frequency reduced, but his ultimate power increased. Time to bust a move. Increase the energy cost of Galactic Legend from 3100 to 3400. Good.
Wow.
Extend the maximum target range from 30 meters to 40 meters and adjusting damage fall off from reducing to 60% at 40 meters to reducing to 75% at 40 meters. I really don't think that's much because, like, if you're cut out of the open, you're just going to die anyways, right? So it's like, I don't think it changes too much. That's how I personally feel about it. Storm. We slightly improve. That's how they say that. We slightly improving. There's no we are. It's just we slightly improving her ultimate ability intensity. Increased damage of a Mega Hurricane ultimate ability from 150 damage per second to 160 damage per second. Woo. It is a lot more deadly now. Yep. That's like over the course of 8 seconds, that's another 80 damage, right? So the Punisher. The Punisher is getting a boost to his mid. This is the buff that makes me the most mad. Okay, the Punisher is getting a boost to his mid to long range damage and a slight mobility buff during his ultimate. Time to lock and load. They're reducing the movement slow rate of Final Judgment from 20% to 10% when not firing and 40% to 30% when firing. The man runs it down with his ult right now.
Walk them down, Punisher.
Walk them down. Dude, I've been seeing so many Punishers get like 4K ults today. It's insane. Like, people just like cannot play around a Punisher ult. They just fucking take it.
We can fight it. Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, let me know how that works out for
you. They're increasing adjudication, which is his AR magazine size from 30 to 40 and single hit damage from 18 to 19, and they're slightly reducing his spread when firing. This is insane because they're buffing his damage on that, and he became an anchor to a team up, so he's getting damage boost from that too. The Punisher is punishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's way too strong, I feel like, with all those numbers.
Yeah. Dude, the Punisher, I ban him right now. And it might just be like my reactive, but it's like I've been just taking too many L's to Punishers today. I'm banning that guy. Also, I play Flyers, and now he can just beam me with his AR from across. They don't even have to play Hella anymore. They just like dead. All right, Strategist. Because I know everybody likes the proper pronunciation. Strategist.
Strategist.
Jeff's kit gets a fantastic rework. More frontal support and combat ability, but with less survivability. Add a new effect to Joyful Splash. Now also deals damage to enemies at 70 per second and heals allies through other allies and enemies. Damage fall off starts at 20 meters to a maximum of 65% at 40 meters, and they're reducing healing per second from 150 to 130. All right.
It's awesome. It's fun.
It's a Moira beam, dude. It's like a Moira ult that he can use on like he doesn't have a cooldown for it.
Yeah.
All right, they're changing Aqua Burst to a charge ability with 3 charges, 3 seconds per charge. New effect: direct hits now launch enemies up. Increase spell field damage from 40 to 45. All right.
And they're slower. They're a lot slower than they were with the right click. But
change the effect of the healing bubble from one-time healing to healing over time. Increase healing amount from the previous instant 85 to 120 over 4 seconds, right? Reduce max charges from 6 to 3 and remove the enemy launch-up effect. All right. They're add a new effect to hide and seek. They just completely reworked Jeff. It now has an energy cap of 120 and drains 20 per second while submerged and restores 15 per second when not. It's Jeff. Overflow healing on swallowed enemies now on allies now gains 45 health per second as bonus health up to 150. Increase the damage reduction received when taking critical hits from 50 to 70%. And they're increasing the energy cost of its Jeff from 4,000 to 4,500. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? People were freaking out when they learned about these. Like,
I was
changes.
Terrified, but after playing him, it's a great change. I feel like he feels a lot better. I mean, you can't go in the back line and do Jeff things now, but the front battle it's fun. You got to think a little more.
It's funny because I did an interview with Mommy today. And he was just very adamant about revert Jeff, put him back the way he was. He was very adamant.
I'm about this change, dude. Because I liked that Jeff wasn't just a heal bot in his previous iteration, but his playstyle was super annoying. And it's kind of bullcrap that he was the best dive character in the game. That could just go anywhere on the flank and just never die because he just used all 6 of his bubbles on himself, and it was just annoying. And now he's forced to play with a team, and he has a limit to how long he can stay in underground, which is you guys know, killing Jeff while he was underground, he could just stall for indefinitely against bad players, right? They can't aim. I'm about it. I also think. But I do think this change that swallowed allies now get 45 health per second and bonus health up to 150 is kind of a useless change because no Jeff ever has kept their allies swallowed.
Yeah.
Right.
You spit them out immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be something like an engage tactic. You use Jeff, everybody portal in on Jeff. Jeff comes in and just shoots everybody forward into the back line.
Dude, I've seen that. I've seen that clip.
Oh, is that?
I've seen yeah. It's people that are trolling games. There's one strat where you swallow up your Doctor Strange and then you spit him out into the backline as he's ulting. He ults mid flying out there and
That'd be pretty cool.
Luna Snow. We giving Luna Snow a boost to her combat prowess while slightly reducing the frequency of her ultimate ability. Light and dark ice healing amount and damage from 20 per round to 22 per round. That means for 250 health characters, she can 2-shot if she hits headshots. Just saying.
Good lord.
Yeah. Well, Luna Snow is the developer's favorite character, and how anyone could honestly say she's not, that's massive amounts of cope on your part, because they just refuse to do the one thing everybody in the community asked for and reduce her fucking ultimate down to 8 or 10 seconds. Okay.
I mean, they increased the charge time for it, right?
Yeah. They increase the energy cost from 4,500 to 5,000. The problem is that when she does have it, that 12 seconds of immortality is annoying. It's unfun. Add a new effect to absolute zero. Now gains 50 bonus health per enemy hit. Absolute zero. I think that's her freeze. So her freeze now gives her a little bit more survivability. Luna Snow, once again, proving that she's the best and will always be fucking meta. So
she will never catch a
go
nerf.
nowhere.
Not the nurse that she needs. Okay, Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon's survivability is taking a tiny hit. And he's blasting off from the ammo overload and losing the team up anchor bonus, but he's gaining a new team up anchor bonus, so he keeps the team over for Penny. So reduces the repair mode direct hit healing amount from 55 to 50. Okay, that's great. Now what about the bullshit where you shoot at their feet and they get the double healing? Because that direct thing hit resets when the ball bounces off a wall, or like that's my big complaint with Rocket right now. All right. Also, Rocket shouldn't be able to heal himself. Honestly, he shouldn't be. Yeah, it's like imagine Baptiste in Overwatch just looking down and shooting his feet to heal, right? Like it's bullcrap. Like imagine Anna just shooting her foot with her own gun. Like
is he the only one who can heal himself? I guess Loki.
Loki can no. Loki can't heal himself with his primary fire.
Yeah.
He can't shoot himself. No, Jeff can't heal himself with his primary fire, but he can heal himself with his dive and with his bubbles. Ultron can only heal himself when he's standing inside his own drone that's on someone else. But he does get bonus health from each of his abilities. Yeah, like I just think healing yourself with your primary fire shouldn't be a thing on any support. It's okay to have abilities that heal yourself, but like healing yourself like without having to use any real resources is kind of stupid. Also, he gets like heals just because when the ball comes out, he gets a slight healing like every time he fucking shoots anyways, because it's like there right by his fucking head for half a second. So it's like stupid. Team up abilities. These are the new ones. Killing Assault. As a team up anchor, Luna Snow now gains a 15% increase in healing effects. Because yay. All right.
She needed that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, she already had that anyways from being the team up for the Jeff Jeff one that we lost. Yeah. And the Jeff and the more as team up, yeah. But Hawkeye gets a new ability, Ice Arrow. Ice Arrow, if you guys don't know, it's like his E, like his one that goes through walls, Vance. Yes. This goes through walls and can freeze people through walls.
That's so good.
You can shoot this at the spawn doors as they're opening up and gain a couple seconds in the game by freezing the enemies in their spawn. And with the Hawkeye buffs, it's like Hawkeye is just like, why? Why would you put in an ability that freezes someone behind walls? That's really dumb, right?
I mean, other than the fact that they just buffed his one-shot potential, so now you're gonna freeze them for a half second and let him charge up another shot and finish them.
Dude, it's like, well, like if you're fighting him too, like imagine this, because I think the arrow has to go a certain distance before it freezes, but it's still kind of like Old May, where you freeze someone, you emote, wave at them, and then you shoot them in the head.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Let's go.
I hate it.
Like,
Jeff NATO. Storm gains the Shark Surge ability through team up with Jeff the Land Shark. Jeff gains its Jeff NATO ability through its team up with Storm. Okay, let's talk about this one. This is the best ability in the game,
even
if it's a joke, and it's not fucking funny. It literally counters. Everything. Yeah, it literally counters every support ult in the game, right? Because like even if you gain immortality or like you can't be eaten, because this tornado eats people, right? So even if like Luna Snow's ulting and you can't kill the Luna Snow through her ult, it doesn't matter because you ate her teammates and displaced them through the Luna Snow ult, right? Mantis can be eaten during her ult, like it's just the best ability in the game and it does a shit ton of damage. Yeah. So ban Storm, guys. Like a banner.
Me and Conrad were having fun with that one earlier today.
Or ban Jeff, dude. I love banning support, dude.
Quiet.
All right.
Imagine being in
Operation-
2025 banning Jeff.
Oh, I'll petty ban anything. I swear to God. Operation Microchip, the Punisher and Black Widow. As the team-up anchor, the Punisher gains a maximum health increase and a 5% damage boost. Black Widow unlocks a new pulse rifle ability through her team-up with the Punisher. So, I haven't had any problems with this team-up so far playing.
Yeah,
Now, Mr. Cole in our Discord is a big proponent of it being pretty good. He says that he's been using it and he's been destroying. Because not only does it give piercing, but it increases her charge speed, like how her fire rate. So apparently, if you're a good Black Widow, like you pop it. But like, who's a good Black Widow, really? Right?
Average Black Widow, nothing's changed.
You're
still whipping all your shots.
You can now miss more shots faster.
As a team-up anchor, Rocket Network. As a team-up anchor, Rocket Raccoon gains a 5% increase in his healing effects. So was that 5 off the direct heal, like, even a real thing? Like, you know what I mean? Was that any, like, nerf at all? It's like a 2 health a second kind of nerf, like, whatever. When the team-up is active, Rocket's BRB is upgraded to a web beacon, and it spawns, like,
spider crawlers.
Yeah. Yep. And
Mines.
like the webs and like his packs, so like his health packs and shit. Oh yeah. No, wait, no, that's Penny's new ability. So Rocket's res spawns webs and mines, so it's a little bit harder and dangerous to destroy. And Penny Parker unlocks a new armored spider nest through her team up ability with Rocket, so she has 2 nests that produce robot spiders that blow up.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they decided to do that, but just
dude,
things not to shoot.
I'm just gonna say this. I still think Penny Parker is complete cope. And if you claim Penny Parker is good, that really says something about your own like ranking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still think she's ass. And you are throwing and trolling the game if you try to solo tank on Penny Parker, especially on attack. Like,
you hear that, Florida man? He's coming after you, and you're Penny Parker.
Florida man doesn't play solo Penny Parker attack.
Well,
yeah.
That's true. He is smarter than the average bear.
Also, like, I play a lot of flyers, so I just destroy spider nests. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't have to worry about them.
Also, like, I'm smart, so I shoot deployables. It's not. I have the ASVAB scores and my college grades and my IQ tests and everything I've been through in my life to prove that. Yeah. Super smart. Okay.
Super smart.
Super
you know, I operated a nuclear reactor when I was 20 years old. What did
you were an ELT? You didn't operate shit.
I had to shim rods, motherfucker, for my quals. I had my hands on the control panel.
Why would you have to shim as an ELT?
To get my chief reactor watch qualification.
Sounds pretty fucking dumb.
And
no, there's no way you had to. What were you using?
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
Bullshit. I had to shit. That's What do you know? What do you know about Chief Reactor Watch?
This is about Marvel Rivals.
Okay. I don't know shit about Chief Reactor Watch. They were fucking useless to hang out in EOS all the time.
The beat.
And they shim rods. They're in their quals. Stark Protocol, Iron Man, and Ultron. As the team-up anchor, Iron Man gains a 5% damage boost. Cool. Dope. Ultron gains a new nano ray ability from his team-up with Iron Man. So this team-up makes Ultron a lot better healer, right? He does like 85 healing per second with this, and it pierces, but only like 70 damage per second. So like his damage is being out-healed, but it really buffs up his healing numbers and really amps up the amount of times he can use all to game. Like, so it's really good in that aspect. So. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Stark Protocol?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like a little mortar beam. How long's the cooldown?
Like that cooldown is 20 seconds?
20
I think, or 28 seconds. 20 to 28 seconds, somewhere in there. You use it a lot throughout the game. Symbiote Shenanigans. Venom and Jeff the Landshark. As the team-up anchor, Venom gains a maximum health increase of 150, whatever. That's so he just keeps his health like at Jeff gains the healing tendrils ability through his team up with Venom. So this is like he shoots black goo on people and it heals them. I've not seen it used, honestly. And if I have, I just have ignored it.
It's not real.
Give Jeff a Venom symbiote skin, please.
Dude, that's coming. You can't ask for it yet. They're gonna do a whole symbiote season because there's so many symbiote characters, you know.
Oh, maybe when they drop Null.
Mm-hmm. We ain't getting Null as a character playable. There's no way we get Null as a player character. Let us know what you think in the comments. Are we getting Null as a playable character? Because I don't think we would. All right. Allied Agents, that one, the Hawkeye Black Widow team up, gone. Ammo overload between Rocket and the Punisher, gone. Thank God. Because that's so annoying. That was one of the most annoying team ups in the game. Chilling Charisma with Luna Snow and Jeff, gone. Gamma Charge with Hulk and Iron Man, gone.
Thank God.
Symbiote bond between Venom and Penny Parker and Spider-Man, gone. Thank God.
Yep.
So now you shitty Spider-Man players out there who only know how to do the one-hit combo, and that's still all you know how to do without it, are getting less value. Because all you know how to do is do auto-aim and do uppercut. That's literally the only kills you get. You can't get kills outside of that. I'm calling you out. So what do you guys think?
Sad about the Spider-Man thing, but honestly, patch notes in general.
Yeah.
I think we got a lot of good changes. I think it's going to be a lot better than the first part of the season. I'm glad that Namor turret is gone. Oh my God.
No, Namor turret is still there. What are you talking about?
The whole Gamma turret?
That's still there.
Oh.
Iron Man isn't part of that team up anymore.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, the Hulk is still part
and he hasn't been for a while, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think he was. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
No, actually, it's only been like a couple days. But yeah, it's been like 36 hours and he hasn't been a part of it. Where have you been?
Oh, wake up.
Not playing Iron Man.
It's 2025, the heater work.
I know.
Yeah.
These all sound
Go ahead.
good. I mean, again, I haven't had really time to play it or test it, but so far everything, not a terrible patch.
Mm-hmm.
How many episodes are you gonna say that you hadn't had time to play it?
Yeah, dude. It's
how many episodes are we gonna do in a season?
I don't know.
Like 3? No, it'll be 2 episodes a season going forward from here. No, 2 episodes. No, 2 episodes a half season. So 4 episodes a season because seasons will be 2 months, and every half season, every once a month with a new character. So 2 episodes. Yep. Until we nail out more segments we can do, so we have more
content.
We can do weekly episodes. Yeah, more content. All right. So I think the big drama of this week that we've talked every way is the Thor and Jeff changes. Now, when I say big drama, there was an actual petition that was being sent around begging NetEase not to make this change. And NetEase had to respond by putting out videos like, you guys are freaking out over nothing, just play it first. And they showed them like the changes in the game. What do you guys think about this?
Yeah, people were tripping. I mean, honestly, I was scared with Jeff initially, but after playing it, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. It's a little more intuitive.
I want to ask that guy. Okay, go ahead.
Is it ever not the case that gamers will just freak out over any slight change?
Every chance we get.
Yeah, so this is nothing out of the ordinary for us to scream about it. But in the end, like with me and you last episode where we were screaming about the Chrono Shield tokens.
I admit I was just upset about it at the time, and after I said on that for a couple of weeks, I don't even give a shit anymore. But
yeah, so
I still think it's bullshit, but it doesn't bother me as much.
Right, it is what it is. That's just how we are as gamers. We just immediately change is bad. No,
no.
Dude, I wanna ask the person who made this petition when the last time is they started a petition for any of their local politics. or I want to ask them if they know when their own city council meets, or where their local voting station is. Because that's ridiculous. It's I get it though. I get it being mad, but man, that upset some people to get a petition going around.
Yeah, it's kind of extra for real, guys. Let's play it first.
Right. At least
and then petition.
Yeah,
right.
Like, if it's bad.
You remember growing up when you had food put on your plate and you're like, I don't like this. Like, you've never even had it. You have to take 2 bites before you can say you don't like it. You take the 2 bites and you're like, oh, it's not bad. Or you were like, this is the worst fucking thing I've ever eaten.
Or because you already said it was bad, even if you liked it, you had to stick to your guns.
Well,
fucking hate it.
You were a fat child and everything was delicious.
So there's 5 options for people to be when it comes to these new changes. You know, figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. I went through the trenches of Reddit, and I pulled out what I could that I wanted to talk about, and I just this post made me a giggle. Here's the title of the post, right? I'm tired of not being able to play DPS without having 3 to 4 of them, and this is what they say. I like to play everything, and I just often fill the team with what we needs. Okay, what we need.
Starting off strong.
But by doing that, I never play any DPS ever. And when I insta-lock a DPS, it means I have to loose the game. That's how they spelled loose, like, you know, that not is loose. The game due to having 4 DPS and no tank. And I do. I loose the game. Hoping that one of them will be like, man, maybe I shouldn't play Hawkeye, Magic Panthers, Black Spider-Man, because it always seems to be one of them every game, and flex a bit. But critical thinking isn't something I can expect from people. Like, exactly, bro. Like, you can't. You're like expecting people right here. It's like, man, I just hope one of them changes. Like, nah, if you're gonna send it on DPS like me, like what I do, is you have to not back down. You throw the game. You teach them the lesson. You're the DPS player, and if one of those filthy casuals want to swap, it's up to them.
Assert your dominance.
Turn off your team chat. Don't let any negativity get in your ear.
That's right. Play or insta-lock just a DPS healer like Ultron and just spam in chat. Exterminate.
Exterminate.
Yeah. But yeah, like yeah, dude, if you want to play DPS, just pick DPS. And I promise you're probably not playing comp, because I played comp at almost every rank, and when I force DPS, usually someone swaps. Like, you're talking about quick play problems, and now we're talking about casual versus, should quick play be casual, or should people balance teams, or should we have rule lock, which we should, but whatevs. And okay. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this guy's post? It made me giggle.
Yeah, it made me lose my mind.
It made you lose your mind? Like
No, he was raging in that. Like, you could tell. He was like, it was fast fingers typing. He didn't even care.
Yeah.
Autocorrect was going. He was like, nope, I don't even care. They're going to get it. They're going to get it when they read it.
All I can say to that guy is, welcome to the life of every other fucking player. Like,
seriously.
Your scenario is not anything special. That is what I endure every time I play. So
you just
deal with it.
On 10 toes, regardless.
All right. Oh, and the last thing is, like, it's been a day since this new patch came out, and people are freaking out on, like, Reddit over this new flying meta, which are like, it's Iron Man, Storm, Ultron, and poor tanks are just struggling out here because they can't shoot upwards.
They're not right.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's like, of course, flyers are gonna shit on the thing if you're a thing one trick. Also, it's not a flying meta. It's been 1 day. Stop saying meta. You don't know what's strong. But fuck, play
strong.
Punisher is strong. Play. They're talking about like tanks struggling. Literally, tanks like Magneto and fucking Doctor Strange can shoot into the air.
Yeah, you can fly up there and fight.
Yeah, there are tank options. Emma Frost now has a range of 18. That's pretty far if you don't just run down main against the flyers, you know? Maybe you die to flyers a lot because you just sit there taking it. Have you thought about using cover instead of just walking straight down main by yourself without your team spawning?
And then blame the strategist behind you for not healing you. You know?
As you're getting ass blasted by 6 people at once.
Look, what we're just trying to say here is, a lot of the problems you people complain about, you're the problem.
You people. No, we love our listeners, and our listeners don't send it down Maine. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Our listeners are Maine.
And they
That
shoot
is
the
something
deployables.
I've
You know
noticed
what?
too.
And they shoot deployables. Our listeners shoot deployables.
The heavy
All
metals that I've
100
done,
of you fuckers out there, you shoot deployables and don't walk right
you
down
are the
Maine.
true heroes.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
every
Elite
person that
group.
we've talked to so far, they've been like sane, rational human
Rational
beings.
adults.
yeah.
I think I am the most irrational person.
That's
out
You know
of
the
what?
scary
our
You know
whole
what we
part.
should do?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
should just do like we'll do a heavy metal, and then it's just Conrad.
It's like-
in like a wig. It's Conrad. No. Anyway, supports. Shit
Mhm.
equals supports.
Mhm.
That would be funny.
Strategist.
But what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's the flying meta? Too early to tell?
No, I don't. I think it's too early to tell, but I don't have problems with flyers. I go Punisher. Shoot them.
I'm gonna
So
play
yeah.
Hawkeye
I just-
regardless if there's flyers or not. So what? It don't matter.
It's whatever.
To me.
You're yeah, I mean,
Flyers.
like, think of how much, like, every character has something against flyers, too, like, for real. Like, Winter Soldier, even though he's projectiles, could knock flyers out of the sky with his E.
Yeah.
Hawkeye could knock flyers out of the sky with his E. An Invisible
Invisible
Woman can knock
Woman, yeah.
flyers out of the sky with E. Mr. Fantastic can knock flyers out of the sky with his E. Like,
Wolverine
flyers,
can grab
yeah,
flyers
I'm-
out the sky. The Hulk
yeah,
can
dude,
grab flyers
like, I
out
don't know
the
what you
sky.
people are complaining about. Flyers are the most, like, it's very obvious to me that the Rivals devs hate flyers because everybody has an anti-flyer ability, I swear to God.
Yeah.
As someone who mostly plays flying characters at this point. So, like...
When are we getting a flying tank? That's what I want to know.
I'm
coming,
down.
man. I think
They're coming. They're coming.
they're coming for sure.
They should introduce a map that the floor is actually lava, and the strat is
Yeah,
we can only
oh my
play flying characters.
That would be crazy.
Yes.
We fly up here only. It's a game
All right.
mode. I don't-
All right, so I'm gonna take it to Vance for our heavy metal.
Heavy
Pause.
Damn it! What?
Pause. Shout out to Pose. Pose for my scope is one of the OGs that stopped by my stream and has been a supporter of the podcast since day one.
Hey,
Shout out.
What a
Shout
homie.
out Pose.
Anyways. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Heavy Metal with Vance Helsing, where my rank is so low, it's like my self-esteem. Anyways,
not funny.
I'm here with... Look, you know what?
Well, it's not funny because
What
it's
was-
the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. He's like,
That's
I'm
sad.
a sad man.
You start off like that.
Yes, that's
Fucking
how I...
Vance, put in crickets after you say that. Just
All right, I'll make myself seem more depressing.
Yeah.
Anyways, Pose for my scope. Pose, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, we were talking about this before we started recording. I'm having a day, which I'm sure me in the actual episode has already talked about this and
Right.
ranted about it because, you know, coming back from
What a
vacation and
weirdo
all the
calling
things that have
himself
happened
out.
since I've been back from vacation. Look, you don't understand what it's like to talk to future me in the past, but at the present, it's time is weird, man.
Yeah,
It's
time is
weird.
Yep.
Being a homeowner is not fun.
Oh,
So, all right. So, let's hear about you.
he says
You know,
being a
where are you from?
homeowner is not fun, though the majority of America can't afford their rent. Like, look at the guy go.
Well, I mean, I guess that's fair.
Dripping in privilege over here.
Look, you know what? It is what it is. There's pros and cons to both. Excuse me. My God. Anyways, playing again. How old are you, and what games do you play?
yeah.
I bet
I'm
Marvel
from
Rivals
Iowa.
is one of them.
Grew up in the Midwest. I am 27.
Okay.
I've always played basically Call of Duty games growing up. The first game I really remember playing is Star Wars Battlefront. Hey, that's
Okay.
my
I'm also gonna mention he has a doggo. It's a 9-month-old golden retriever puppy, I think is what he mentioned. So there's gonna be some squeakies and some barks. Just bear with
That's fine.
dog barking.
it.
I don't know if you remember Star Wars Battlefront, like the original one.
I never played it, but I
That's-
do remember it existing.
Oh yeah, that's kind of where I first started playing video games, and that kind of just led into Call of Duty, and eventually found Overwatch. And after a while, I got kind of sick of Overwatch. I just kind of lost the
You and
joy in it.
most of the
And
community,
Marvel Rivals
yeah.
came out, and I've been enjoying that way more. So
Nice. What rank are you in Rivals?
right now, I'm GM2.
What is with all of you GM players? God.
Seriously.
I've lost,
hold on,
like,
pause.
Sweaties.
Pause. Listen, I know what this is. It's my skill and confidence and like just general knowledge of the game and strategies attracts like-minded fellow Chads of video gaming.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's
sure
what it
that
is.
Yeah.
It's what it is. It's
Continue.
like it's real recognizes real.
Yeah, whatever.
Good play.
Shut the fuck up.
6 or 7 games in a row recently.
Oh, that's
so
rough.
I was GM1. I hit Celestial 3 last season.
Oh.
But I've been struggling. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I'm starting to think that the people that want to do this heavy metal don't understand the premise of what this show is supposed to be about. But it's fine.
Hold on. The new premise of the
we'll...
show is that Vance is a heavy metal shitter, and everybody else is just telling him what's up. You know, that's the new premise. It's like, fuck you, Vance. Let me tell you what's real.
Let me tell you what's really going out in the streets. You don't know.
You don't know. You in your house having problems.
My trauma-filled life, it seems.
All right.
We'll move on here.
Move along.
Yeah. So
hey, we all start somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, some of us just live at the bottom forever, and that's fine.
You usually climb when you play the game.
Who's your main right now?
Right now, I've been playing a lot of Mantis.
I guess the profile picture would give that away.
Yeah, the profile picture from Guardians 2, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I think, where the awkward smile.
Yeah.
I don't know why that just cracked me up. It seems like a good profile picture.
That is pretty good.
But when I played Overwatch, I played Zen quite a bit.
Okay.
And I just kind of felt like Mantis was the closest to Zen, so I just kind of gravitated towards her.
So you mean you like to play... You play a healer that likes to also cosplay a DPS.
Exactly. Yep. I've always been under the impression that you don't need healing if the other team is KO'd.
Dead.
Hey,
that's right.
That's the best form of CC is them being dead.
Exactly.
Someone that understands.
Other than that, I play a little bit of Cloak, Sue, a little bit of Rocket. So pretty much just support. I've been kind of leaning into some tanks and some DPS.
It's like, get him out.
Get him out.
What'd you say?
Respect God. just getting posed. We love you. We love you.
JK. JK.
But play more Mantis and less Rocket.
Mainly play support.
So I know the strike is all over now. What were your thoughts on all of that when that went down?
I never really felt like it was that big of a deal because whenever I'd play, I'd hop on to play support anyway.
Right.
So I feel like it really didn't affect me, just because I always play it anyway. But seeing the videos and stuff, I just thought it was a little silly.
Yeah, I think a lot of
it's a video game.
Yeah, a lot of the more that's the weird thing, right? Like this community so far that we have seen, it's a bunch of sane, rational people. And we heard Conrad, he doesn't want that. He wants the insane people, which those will be coming in the near future, I think.
Right.
But okay, so since you're a strategist, how do you pronounce strategist or strategist? How do you pronounce that?
I think I say strategist.
Okay, strategist. I don't remember what I say. I don't.
I guess I always just say support, I guess.
And see, that makes more. That's easier to say.
Right.
But okay, so since you're
that's just coming from Overwatch, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. Or to be honest, any game with a healer.
Pretty much every other game like this. Yep.
Yeah. So with season 2.5, and since you're a strategist, are you excited for Ultron?
I am so excited for Ultron.
Yeah.
It's exterminate.
I feel like he's gonna be the type of support I like. Does a little bit of healing, but it does have a lot of just damage potential.
Yeah, I think that's what
that's kind of what I like with supports, where you can just do a little bit of everything. So.
Right.
Yeah, as of recording this, he'll be out tomorrow, right?
Yep, he's supposed to be out tomorrow as of this recording. Right. So that'll be exciting.
I'm super excited.
What?
I said now he's here.
Now he is here. He exists. Welcome to the world, Ultron. All right. So another couple questions that I have written down here. So also with the new season and stuff, we got the new team ups. What's your favorite new team up that's come out so far?
It's Jeff Nato. He's gonna say it.
I'd say I'm super excited for the Ultron one.
Damn.
Basically, kind of seems like a mini Moira. Mini Moira beam. That one seems pretty cool. What's the new one with Jeff and
the Sharknado?
Yeah, Sharknado. That one should be fun too.
That's what I'm excited for.
I played a little bit of Jeff, but yeah, with that coming and
I've
his
dabbled.
change coming, I'm gonna play a bit more
Dip
Jeff
my
too.
toes in the Jeff.
There you go. That's
Gotta have
the
some
spirit.
Sharknado games.
So what do you think will be banned more? Do you think it'll be the Storm that gets banned or the Jeff that'll get banned?
It'll be the Storm.
I would bet it's probably
Definitely
Storm that gets banned.
It's definitely.
Probably.
I don't know if
Austin
I've ever
boosts
seen a
everybody up.
Jeff ban go through, but maybe with this team up and change, that might happen. But
He'll be the problem character now.
yep.
Let's
Yep.
see here. So with what type of changes would you like to see like in the future? Would any like new characters, any types of buffs or nerfs? What do you want to see?
I'd like to see just more variety, and I feel like some of the support ults. Because I feel like either was an episode or two ago of this, or maybe a different Marvel Rivals podcast I was listening to, but they were saying that pretty much a lot of the support ults are just like a circle healing ult. You know,
So Zenyatta,
Sue,
We've said that.
12 seconds
Mantis
of
that
healing.
kind of has that. Luna.
Yeah,
But
that
just,
was probably
I don't know,
Conrad, if
maybe
I'm being
some-
honest.
Right. So maybe just some more support ults that, either do damage, give like armor or shields.
Some actual
Just some
utility
variety
that's
in some of the
not.
support ults.
Yeah, which I think we're gonna get with
Right.
Ultron. It'll be
Yep.
it'll be nice to see like an actual damaging support ult come through.
Exactly. Yep. Hey.
Let's see. So what was one change that's coming in this recent patch that you are disappointed in?
Ooh. I
He's gonna say
honestly
Thor.
kind of like Jeff's playstyle. Just
Okay,
the change from like the 3 shots or whatever to it used to be like infinite. You could just shoot 10 or whatever in a row. Now it's like a cooldown.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how that works out. I always kind of like, flanking around as Jeff and getting the back line with all that, but I guess we'll see with the change and what it's like to do more healing and
That's
damage
degenerate
with the
behavior.
primary fire. So
Right. Okay. All right. And
That dog is squeaking
so
away,
far,
isn't he?
that dog is going nuts. I hope nobody is listening without headphones that has a dog, and their dog is just like losing their mind. And, like, where is the squeaker? On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you feel the game is right now?
7 or 8 maybe. I'm enjoying it still quite a bit.
Good.
A lot of people said I really haven't even had the desire to go back to Overwatch. I've played a few games like the Stadium and stuff,
Yeah.
but I've just been really enjoying. I'm a big Marvel fan, so I've just been really enjoying it.
Okay. And then my last question, which I like to ask everybody so far, is what character do you want to see added next? Don't take into account all the leaks and stuff that have already been assumed.
Right.
Assume any Marvel characters on the table.
I always thought that like Drax would be pretty cool. I don't know if he'd be like a kind of a melee.
What if they
tank
gave him
kind
a
of thing going
passive
on.
where? What if they gave Drax a passive where if he stood still for long enough, he goes invisible, and like,
Oh my god.
but he can't move, like
Yeah. Cooking.
Just
yeah,
wait.
good.
Just wait. What if
But
they
I think
made
he'd be a pretty cool addition.
What if they made Drax, if he stood still, he went invisible?
Just go invisible like Sue.
Dan, you thought you had a new thought.
You thought you were original. Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
That's
his passive. He just stops moving and just is invisible.
That would be amazing. Not very functionally good because he'd probably be a tank, but I mean that'd be really funny.
Be a good way to just like dip around a corner and then just stop moving.
Yeah.
See people run past you.
Where'd he go?
that can lead to some interesting gameplay too. If he's got like a good CC.
Yeah.
That'd be
kind of hide and surprise them when they come around the corner.
Yeah. But.
Yep.
Okay.
I had something I wanted to.
Oh yeah.
A buddy of mine were talking about this a week or so ago. I just would like to see a change in how the battle pass works. It's pretty much like if you hop on for an hour and do those challenges you need to every day,
You're
and
not playing
someone
what you
like
want.
me or people that play the game pretty much all the time, like they get the battle pass at the same rate.
Oh,
you know
because it's locked behind challenges.
Yeah, because once you like do all your challenges, and it's like you can't really get any more of those purple things until the next daily things roll around.
Right.
They're chrono tokens. Okay.
And I get it.
I can
It's
see
kind of
that.
their way of. It's kind of their way of making people, come back to the game every day.
Yeah, daily
But
users
I just like
is more important, I think.
Yep. I just like to see like if I just play the game as much as I want, I can get the battle pass earlier than someone that hops on for an hour or two every day.
I think that's a fair.
I just kind of wish it was more XP based.
Yeah, I can
There were some
understand that.
battle passes in Overwatch that I'd complete them like quick,
Right.
just because it was pretty much XP.
Yeah, it was.
But I guess
not time
this gives
gated.
you something to look forward to, and
Yeah, I'm
something
not
to work for more than just playing the game.
Right. I mean, being a World of Warcraft player, I'm very familiar with time gating.
Right.
So it's something
Yep.
I've just grown to expect.
Yep.
So I can understand why it would be frustrating to be time gated when in other games we're not.
Right.
But
That's just one thing I've noticed on this game that seems different than other games I've played. So
right. Okay.
maybe one change I'd like to see in the coming seasons if possible.
Okay.
But I get it. It's their way to make people come back and
Right.
play the game the whole pass, the whole season. So
Right.
Get this question out
some
so
people
bad.
might just grind as much as they can and get the ending skin and then just stop playing.
I think
So
Dance
I
is
see it
done.
both ways,
He's already
too,
done.
so.
He's like, he's
Yeah.
doing that Ohio thing. You can see it in his face. He's ready to leave.
I don't even.
He's ready to fucking leave. And like,
All right, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And he's like, getting closer to the door. Like,
So don't get me wrong. Like talking to Pose was great. Like he was a great guy. Great to do the interview. Thanks Pose for doing the interview. But I'm trying to relegate and keep these like concise and short to fit within our time block of like 10 to 15 minutes.
Mhm.
But people,
nah, fucking let him go. Let him go.
that's- But the thing is too, he's from Iowa. He knows the Midwestern like goodbye, so he knows that I'm trying to say goodbye. He knows it. I know he knows it.
We love you. We love you, Post. Thank you so much for doing the interview.
Yes.
Thank
Bro,
you.
yeah.
But
All right, let's see.
all right.
Oh, we
I
still
don't
have
even-
more minutes.
Yeah, there's still 4 minutes of this. Do you see my point now? Do you see why I'm like, all right,
Well,
let's...
let the man preach. This is his outlet. This is what lets him
Yeah.
get to the wider community of the other 100 listeners.
Yeah, complete the battle passes. I've
Oh,
bought
really?
them, but I don't have time,
Right.
unfortunately, to
And-
play.
Well, that's what's great about this game, though, is you can go back and, if you bought the Battle Pass, you can go finish it
Right.
in a later season. So,
Yeah.
Hey.
Or, now that they're allowing you to just go back and buy previous battle
Yep.
passes, which,
Yep.
what are your thoughts on that? How do you feel about that?
I like it. I think it kind of negates the whole, like, FOMO thing. Like, if you, so you just said you were on vacation for a while, and if there's a cool skin that comes out that you miss,
Mm-hmm.
or the Battle Pass or something, if you can get it later. So I think it's kind of cool.
But are you okay with the fact that they're upcharging it by like 25%?
Yeah, that's a little weird. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I think that's where most everybody draws the line. It's like, yeah, okay, bring the old stuff
Yeah.
back, but the 25%,
Charging extra for it. Yeah.
yeah, that seems kind of fishy.
Yep.
But
I don't know if that's their way just of saying, hey, you can still get it, but it's just going to cost you a little more.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
a business, so it is just a little fishy.
and it is NetEase. Like that's very like mobile game-esque
Right,
style of
exactly.
What a rude fucking host, honestly.
Honestly,
rude host.
this is not good interviewing skills. I'm not
What?
For real.
All right, then you guys fucking do it.
We'll talk about that after this. Hold up.
Yep.
But all right, so last thing I want to ask you is, what is your one message that you want to convey to everybody playing Marvel Rivals right now?
Log off.
I guess I just say enjoy it for what it is. I used to be a super, super hardcore gamer. Like I'd get mad and stuff when I'd lose, and go on these crazy losing streaks, which I just did recently. But if you enjoy it for what it is, and you end up with the mindset of like, hey, I'm just gonna have fun, hop on and play a game for a bit, I feel like you enjoy it more than getting tilted and getting super, super mad.
Conrad.
It's good advice. Conrad, you should listen to him.
Regulation. Motion regulation
is.
isn't something that I'm good at. So.
If you got to hop off and play something else, that's fine.
Okay. And actually, I lied to you.
What I need to do.
I have one more question for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is your fault.
Who is your favorite host on the podcast? There's no wrong answer here. I'm just curious.
You just.
I'm gonna have to go with Conrad.
Yo! Let's go! A man of taste.
All right, let's hear his reasoning. Hang on now. It's his anger and tilting, isn't it?
Exactly. Yep.
Everybody loves a good
I think
rager.
He mentioned this on one of the. I don't remember which episode it was, but I was one of the first ones from the podcast to come by his stream, just to say hello. So.
Yeah,
he's the day one homie.
Unleashed.
He's the first one I know.
That's fair. So you have seen him on his Twitch streams where he is just unhinged as a gamer.
Yep.
Whereas on the podcast, I have to reel him in and edit a lot of the things he says out.
Yep. Hey, we all get that way. Can't blame him.
Yeah, that's some of us have better control than others.
Like what he always says, in the moment, I know it's my fault. I'm just venting my feelings.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is for me too. It's like, I know I'm not hitting any shots on Mantis. I'm damage boosting myself too much, but I'm just going to blame everyone else.
Damage boost yourself too much. You're the only person you can trust, Post. Damage boost yourself more.
Don't damage boost anyone else, actually.
Yeah. So
exactly.
But all right, Pose, thank you for your time today.
I appreciate it. It was fun.
And so if you want to be on an episode of Heavy Metal, go and join our Discord. The links will be down in the description. And go to the To Be on an Episode tab. Tell us, your hot takes, what you want to tell us, or tell us that, I don't know, supports are boosted. Are we still saying that nowadays? Is that a thing?
Supports are boosted, yeah.
But,
I actually believe that more after grinding Ultron than beforehand. It's easy. It's really fucking easy.
We'll send it back to the boys. All right.
All
right. Thank you, Pose.
Applause, audio, insert.
Hey.
Pose is the real one. Pose is the real one.
Hang on. Let me go back to the light. Hi, we're back on screen now. Hello.
Yeah. All right. So a couple keeping. I have fucking enough things I want to talk about. So next week is not next week. 2 weeks from now is going to be a special episode. We have a really good buddy who's not only a pretty high-ranked Overwatch player, but he's also the captain of his college esports team. So we're going to have him grind Marvel Rivals and then come and talk about this is a new thing we just decided yesterday. You weren't there.
And I wasn't involved.
But yeah, he's going to come and he's going to discuss with us what his differences are on like Marvel Rivals versus Overwatch and what he sees are the faults and the benefits of each game. And the episode after that, so a month from now, I want to do a town hall, a cheaper town hall, where you guys volunteer and we're gonna do an episode, pre-recorded episode. We won't do it live that week, just in case any of you guys say anything heinous. But we're going to do a pre-recorded episode, and the entire episode is going to be a town hall where we come in and we discuss Marvel Rivals up to now, our problems with it, what we want to see, and have a civilized conversation about the hot topics. So that's going to be like 6 people or so, maybe. And it'll probably be a long one because it takes a long time for 6 people to talk about their feelings. So
You're right.
I'm going to if you want to be part of that, go to the Be On an Episode and say, hey, I want to be part of that. And put your rank and what you want to see talked about in a town hall with a bunch of people talking about it. So please volunteer for that. It'll be dope. All right. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys this week. I don't know about you, but I've actually been enjoying season 2.5, and I'm back to the grind. So I was super negative last week. I'm positive this week. Massive changes, a lot of new team ups, fun new character. I'm back. So,
yeah, heating up.
What you want to see in the future for the rest of the season, and say something. I don't fucking know.
All right, something. Let's see. What do we want to see? We want to see. It's hard to really tell right now. I want to see where the meta goes. I want to see who is overpowered, who's not overpowered. I gotta swim in it a little bit before I really have an opinion on it.
Can you swim?
What? Why would you ask?
I can't get away from the race thing. Help me, people.
I was just asking as a friend.
Yeah, that's why he asked. It's because of my skin tone.
What does that have to do with swimming ability?
No, you're not flipping this on me. I know what he meant. They all know what he meant.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chicken?
I can. You taught me.
Oh, I did. Oh my god.
Oh,
Never
actually,
mind.
hang on. Before we dip out of anywhere, Deheater, do you want to explain what happened to you the other day from Ultron?
Oh man, if
God.
someone can figure this out, because I cannot. So in team chat, they were asking Ultron, like the global Ultron chat things, and he dropped a slur, one derogative to black people, the gamer word, if some would call it. And I don't know how someone did that, but that blew my mind.
Yeah, I don't
So
know
if you
how.
know, tell us in
I've
Discord,
never
too.
seen a global chat like white. We have the screenshot, and we can share that if you
Yeah.
want to see it because it's wild. Yeah.
If you
Well,
want to see the
Ultron out
screenshot,
there.
join our Discord.
Yeah.
That's how you
Yeah,
can see it.
Yeah.
Ultron be wild and out here, dude.
I don't know if it's like an AI they made and it just developed.
Well, we
so
know
much.
what NetEase thinks now. It's like,
It just learned the internet.
That's dangerous.
Well, dude, if Ultron were to learn via the internet, that might be the first word he learns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
All right. I guess.
all right, Vance, it's you. It's up to you.
It's up to me. What am I doing? I wasn't.
Yep.
I forgot what we're doing.
What you want to see? What your hopes are for the future of that jazz?
Honestly, I just want to have more time to play the game. I know that's my own fault, and I could make time if I wanted to.
Right.
But
Do you know your webcam's going?
yeah, I know. You
Oh,
think
okay.
I don't stare at my own face when I do these podcasts?
Touch yourself? Huh?
What?
What?
No, I don't know. But I stare at myself.
Not that they would
okay?
be able to see because you can only see from chest up on the webcam. My hand could be down my pants right now. You wouldn't know.
You have no idea what I'm doing.
You would have no idea.
You're just listening.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Anyways, yeah, I'm hoping to just play more. I'm gonna try and get the Hawkeye. I want to at least stun and headshot people, and ruin their days. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited to have fun. So yeah, next weekend we could do a community game thing tonight. I'll create a Discord event or have Florida Man create a Discord event. Everybody, send your best to Florida Man out there. He's out there battling the sickness in Florida. So everybody wish him the best.
He's unfortunately down with the sickness.
Yeah.
Florida is the sickness.
Yeah.
Hey, as somebody who was in Florida last week, it was absolutely glorious. It was real summer down there, and it was not this fake bullshit Ohio summer.
Where it's been raining every other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, please leave comments. We love reading the comments. And if you're not too heinous, or even if you are, we might call you out on our episode. Just call you out, but discuss what your thoughts are on our episodes. Yeah, like, subscribe, follow, join the Discord, play some games, touch some grass.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Go get in it.
Go get it. All right. That's all about all. Thank you guys for all your support. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.